Welcome, welcome to Words of Wisdom. I'm just going to put the Gaia chimes. Over the cards, over the table. Very lovely. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right. Look at this beautiful, this rose is gone. I just wanted to show you guys. Look how it's gone. Isn't that beautiful? So I am going to use the Inner Temple Oracle deck today. So I've had to take my Simplicity card with the rose out. Isn't that beautiful? But we will shuffle and we will definitely ask for our guidance for today. But what I've been sort of feeling and hearing and feeling, and I wanted to talk to you guys about it, was I feel again, it's very much about letting go. Because things feel a little bit chaotic at the minute. I'm not going to lie. Obviously, you know, my situation I've shared with you, and I do feel that the energy is still very discombobulated. It's sort of all going like this, light and dark. And, you know, I've spoken to people that are saying I can't sleep, or I'm tired, or I have flu-like symptoms. This ascension and change that people are feeling is the energy at the moment. So we're still very much in that sort of change stage. And the full moon is about release. And the pink moon is about love and care and love for yourself. And I'm just looking at the lotus flower really standing out for me. I'm being told to get the runes for us as well today. So we're going to do that. But I wrote down this sort of affirmation, I guess, a sort of mantra that I heard, and I thought that's good. So I'll share it with you. I have complete certainty that even though I am out of control, I know the universe is creating a miraculous destiny for me, and trust that everything will take shape for me. I let go now. So can you do that? Can you trust? I had this conversation with my sister this morning, and she said, that's the problem. You don't trust. You say you do. And I don't know. I mean, I say I do, and then I do feel like, oh no, waiting for something to change. And then, you know, you just think, am I out of control? Am I in control? Where am I on this journey? What am I doing here? You know? And you start to sort of think about it, and then it becomes a bit more of a struggle possibly. And if you're in that sort of shape at the minute, it's fine. It's fine. Don't be worrying about it. Things are coming up again, and you might be thinking about things again, and maybe it's sort of your mind saying, well, you know, you can regret this. I'm going to have to take off this jumper because I'm sitting here and this lovely sun is pouring in, and I feel really warm right now. So I'm taking off my jumper. Oh, and I will continue. Oof. And this, of course, it was the Phoenix energy. That is what this whole energetic field is all about. It's very powerful energy. It's very strong energy. That is 1 minute fast, then slow, 1 minute dark, then light, 1 minute up, round and round it goes. You know, it's sort of this spiral effect. So yeah, it is definitely quite an interesting sort of time for a lot of us, and we're awakening right now to this time. So they're saying that it is a gateway that is about transformation. It's a gateway that we are being guided to step through. You know, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with trying something new or going to my new chapter. I say that I want it, but my heart does long. And I don't know how easily, you know, I've let go, or have I, you know, and sometimes but it's no good questioning. It's about having that trust that the universe has your back. The universe has your back. So there we go. Those are our runes for today. None of them, they're all definitely turned over. So definitely a case now of really trusting in the unknown. That's what I'm getting from this. You know, not one of the runes turned over. The cards probably won't do the same. It's about trusting. So when you turn that page, when you step through the door, when you step and take a leap of faith, or you step on that next stepping stone, where's the faith? Have you got that trust and faith in you, in your guides, in your higher self, and where you're going? So I've also got a new deck that I want to use today. It's called the Shaman's Dream. And the dream world has long captivated the human psyche as a way to understand the deeper layers of our lives. And what I wanted to just share with you, something I read in the introduction here, and I thought, wow, that is so beautiful. Where was it in the introduction? Every thought that you hold long enough lingers in the essence of the universe and becomes a sparkling thread with the power to weave intention into the fabric of reality. So we are all sacred dreamers, dreaming the world into being. What will you dream? So what is the dream for the full moon? What is it that you are asking for, you're manifesting? You are the writer of your own unique story and the creator of your destiny. So when you combine the power of the mind and heart with the divine intelligence of spirit in a sacred collaboration, miracles are possible. And I read that and I got goosebumps, and I thought, yeah, this is what is happening with me right now all the time. I'm sort of, you know, I don't know whether it's losing Lulu has made me feel a little bit unbalanced. I think because she's left a gap in my life, in my routine and everything. So perhaps that's what it is. And I'm not lecturing at the minute, and I'm literally here, and I want to really start creating my podcast and everything. But because of my sadness, I don't feel like my energy is high enough and strong enough. Here I feel comfortable. With you guys I feel comfortable. My TikTok I can do, but it's that sort of getting into that newness of the podcast, of really sharing something. Maybe it's just about sharing that pain that other people might relate to. Perhaps that's what I need to do. So thank you for that. So yeah, let us see and go with what today is guiding us as we go towards our full moon, and that energy is very strong. Let's see what it's the end of the month as well. Confidence creates miracles. How lovely. So that's twice now. Miracles. Time heals those who are willing to help themselves. Interesting. So yes, confidence creates miracles. Exactly what I just read in that book. Absolutely. When you are so trusting, I'll read it again for us, because I think that was just an important, when you combine the power of the mind and heart with the divine intelligence of spirit in a sacred collaboration, miracles are possible. That is incredible. Yeah. So that is confidence, isn't it? And your power in knowing who you are and what you want, and really just creating that for yourself. And then time heals those who are willing to help themselves. So time does heal. And I keep thinking, you know, at some point I'm going to be, just walking past this whole twin flame journey thing, thinking, there we are. And someone else will come into my life and I'll be fine. Let's hope that's going to be the case very soon, you know. And I think that's my frustration in some regards, you know, when you're waiting for something to change. But here we are, we're at this moment, and we have to work with this energy, and we have to really try and pick ourselves up and keep ourselves focused and keep going, keep trusting and having faith in your guidance. Right, so here we are. We have the Lotus rune. So I was looking at the lotus flower, and that's exactly right. So we've also got our 4-leaf clover, a little bit of luck on the table today. Luck, good fortune. Yeah, lovely, a lovely little bit of luck. We could do with some luck, but isn't it interesting? Both of them are plants, and we're in spring, and look at the sunshine pouring through this window with me today. And, you know, it's just lovely to think that we've got this this newness about spring and about the earth at the minute, and, you know, the change in the seasons. And this new moon, the full moon, will bring this new beginning, this newness for us. And I love that idea. So we do need to release, we do need to get rid of. So we need to focus, keep focusing. All right, so we've got Thurisaz, we've got Fihi, lovely. We've got Eurus, and we've got Jira. Okay, so let us have a little look. If I can find my little book. I haven't done the rune book for a while, have I? Oh, where is it? Goodness me. Here we go. Trying to find it. My rune book. Where is the rune book? Without everything just collapsing and falling on top of me. That would be a good thing. Was that it? No, that wasn't it. I did put it somewhere. Safekeeping. There it is. No, that's not it. I want my rune book. Where are you? Oh dear. There's a reason why they're making me look for something. I'm having to dig something out for a reason, and I'm not sure what it is. Bear with me. Because the rune book literally fell on the floor on the other side of the table about 2 minutes ago. But here I am still digging around. So there's something that I need to see, and I'll be picking it up to see it probably in a minute. Anyway, let us keep going. Let us go. So we have got Jira. Is it a Jira, or is it? No, it's not Jira. It might be. I'm just going to check something very quickly. Ehwaz. Is it Ehwaz? Might be Ehwaz. Sowilo? No, it's Sowilo. Sowilo is the first one up, and Sowilo is about light, energy, good health, and success. It represents the light of the torch fire guiding one through the night. You see, this going into the light, coming out of shadows, coming out of darkness. You're in a position to use the beneficial energies of the sun that is pouring through to illuminate your path and reach your goals. That's beautiful. Really, really lovely. Draw on your creativity and your inherent skills and talents to strengthen your pursuits. So very beautiful. As I said to you, we've got this lovely sunshine, and, you know, so yeah, success and moving forward and coming into the light and following that light. Follow the light, no matter how small it might seem in the distance. Try and keep focused for it. We've got our next rune of Eurus, and it is about strength, again, health and power and energy. So we've got two very strong runes about energy here. So energy, as I was saying, at the moment is really strong and very chaotic and all over. In 1 minute it's fast, then it's slow. But this is about creative force. So this raw strength and power are the heart of the meaning of Eurus. Physical strength can be indicated, but emotional and spiritual strength are just as likely to be emphasized here. So as I read to you, this idea of this combination of your mind, your body, your soul, and your divine spiritual guidance all working together to create your next stage, your next destined path, to go to that next stage and next step. If you're facing any challenges, that is a reminder you do have this strength to keep going, to persevere. to defend yourself, but summon your connection to divine energy and trust that you will be guided to channel your personal power towards a positive outcome. Incredible. And your positive outcome is Fihu. And Fihu is prosperity and reward and abundance and wealth. And again, good health. So beautiful. And as I was talking about this wonderful, beautiful rose of mine that looks so amazing and healthy and beautiful, and the fact that we were talking about spring and how things are changing, and you know, it's just a beautiful way in which the runes are really indicating some positivity and good energy. It could indicate that good fortune in the form of wealth is coming your way, business success or other kinds of rewards for your efforts are manifesting. So it also points to the need to share one's good fortune with others and one's family or community. It is important to avoid greed and selfishness. Wealth is a consolation to all men, yet much of it must each man give away if glory he desire to gain before his God. So Fihu is a reminder to appreciate what is going well in our lives. That is so lovely. What beautiful runes. And then we've got Thurisaz, I think it is. No, yes, Thurisaz, which is our protection, decisions, but luck. And it's right next to our lovely little lucky big rune of the clover, the 4-leaf clover. So luck as well is on its way. It symbolizes the wisdom of choosing what you want as from a protection point of view as well. But I want to read the luck side because it is a stroke of luck, but it can be positive or negative. But I'm going to say positive because we've got these beautiful runes beforehand. Good health, good wealth, good luck, all on the table with our beautiful big rune and our lotus flower of seeding and flowering at the same time. So, you know, I think you can sort of say that, you know, lightning may strike and trees may be destroyed, but what happens afterwards? There's regrowth, rebirth, regeneration, and I'm feeling that very much with this energy right now. So that is just the confirmations from the runes. And then we've got finally Nortese. I think it's Nortese that jumps straight on top of the Inner Temple Oracle. And Nortese is the rune of having patience, need and having patience. And I talked about that in the very beginning, didn't I? And how right now I'm really, you know, this kind of waiting and not controlling things and letting things just lie where they need to lie, that type of thing. So I feel very, very strongly that the runes are just emulating this energy right now. And that is wonderful. Thank you very much for that. So let us now look at the Inner Temple cards. I just want to do the attunement. So I activate and step into my Inner Temple now. Portal of my heart, home of my soul. Through the portal of my heart, I connect with my inner temple. Through each of my body's senses, I connect to my inner temple. Sacred below me, sacred above me, sacred around me, and sacred within me. I activate the wisdom and power that has always been deep within. May these cards deliver clear messages and reflections to me and all who use them for the highest interest of all. I am guided. I am led. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Right, the sun's gone in. Right, so here we go. Let's put the runes over here out the way a little bit. And we can then be ready with our Inner Temple cards. I just want to give them a nice little shuffle because I haven't used them for a couple of days because I wanted to keep my Simplicity rose. It felt to me like it was a message from Lulu, you see, because my daughter's boyfriend brought those roses in the other day and I was feeling quite down, and I'd got the Simplicity card after the reading with you guys, and when he brought those roses in, I thought, oh, That's so beautiful. I straight away went, those roses, and I didn't realize really until Chamber of Manifestation literally jumped out. Did you see that? Okay, we're going with it. We can't, everything for a reason. So yeah, I was just really drawn to that rose, and I just knew it was going to be something that I was going to connect. And as soon as I came upstairs, then the next morning, I just looked at the card and I was like, the rose. And I put it in my lovely cup with Lulu and Debbie on it. And it's just opened up so beautifully. And I felt like there was a real message there from my Lulu. So Chamber of Manifestation is our significator card. And as we said, it is about the manifestation now. And what dream does your soul have you'd like to bring to life? And we've got our beautiful, very magical cards here for the latest deck, the Shaman's Dreams. So what dream does your soul have you'd like to bring to life? This card often appears when something you've been dreaming into being is coming into form or has arrived. So let me know. It could involve a relationship, a job, a creation, a change in your life. Your vision and action are about to be rewarded, and now or very soon you'll get to enjoy the fruit. Don't put off the celebration and enjoyment of the fruit. Receive and relish it fully. Enjoy your creations when they're here, and resist rushing on to the next thing. There's no rush. For if you can't enjoy what you've been working towards creating, what's even the point? So how can you embrace your existing creations fully? How can you celebrate and be grateful for what you already have? Receive and celebrate the fullness of what you've created before moving on to anything else. The key to calling in more enjoyment is to enjoy the process. So spring teaches us this, with its buds so full of promise and the surging energy so full of life and possibility. The energy of a new moon holds those promising seeds too. Create space in your life to whisper your wildest dreams under the light of the new moon. Do it from a place of being in the joy of the present moment. Enjoy each part of the process of your becoming. For if you don't, by the time your manifestation comes into form, you may find that you miss the moment completely because of being so consumed by what you want to manifest next. Do you know what just popped into my head? I don't know why this is important, but maybe somebody needs to hear it. And it was an experience that I had. My son was away. He went away for 3 or 4 months, and on going to the airport to pick him up, I was so excited. I couldn't wait to see him come through that gate and throw my arms around him and hug him close to me because I'd missed him so much and all of that, right? And I imagined it, and I could see it in the drive 3 hours down to London. I could see it. I was standing there. I was all excited, and my daughter was excited, and we were all standing waiting for him. And you know what? I was so busy watching this other couple that I ran to this woman. I can't even remember if it was, I think it was a woman to a man, but anyway, I thought, oh, look at those two, that I completely missed my son. And my daughter went, Mum, there's Matthew. And he was literally in front of me by the time. And my big run up to him, throw my arms around him that I mentioned didn't happen. I was like, oh, straight away. I almost missed it, kind of thing. So I felt like, I don't know why, but this just reminded me exactly of that, you know. What do you want to create in your life, and how can you be grateful for the present moment as you do so? So that you don't get distracted, so that you're not in a state of, you know, do I question myself, or is there something else I want rather? You know, I think this is very much what the energy is trying to portray to us at the minute, you know, very important. So the Chamber of Manifestation is exactly that. It's telling us, what do you want to create in your life? And be very sure of it. Be very sure of it. And I had a very strong reading. I used these Shaman's Dreams cards. And I had very strong cards, in actual fact. I should have taken a picture of them just to remind me. So, excuse me a minute. Right. So, I had very strong cards. And the one card that came out was the Feast of Plenty. And that was about sort of, you know, almost like the Two of Swords, the sort of decision. But honestly, the message, I thought, woof, it was a real strong message, you know. And I was like, no, I've got to listen to this, because, you know, when you just know that something is really important to listen to. Yeah, and that really, really came about as a bit of a shock. But yeah, absolutely. So these Shaman's Dreams. So what is the dream for you? What is it that you want? Don't, you know, if you can imagine it and see it, and then don't miss it when it arrives. Because I think what Spirit is saying here, you know, it's not always as you imagine. Because I didn't see somebody else doing a whole woo and you're back and throwing her arms around somebody. You know, that wasn't what I was seeing. I was seeing myself doing it, but I didn't take into account that there will be other people doing the same thing and maybe distracting me. I don't know why I'm saying this to you. So yeah, just think about these things, you know. Just think about what it is that you want right now. So we're going to ask for guidance from the Shaman's Dream, please. These beautiful new oracle cards. They're beautiful. They are really stunning, really different. So what is our guidance, please, as we are manifesting our guidance for this full moon, this pink moon energy? What is our guidance, please? The Shaman's Dream Oracle. Closing the door, completion. Yeah. Again. Okay. Oh. Right. We have got closing the door, completion. Okay. It is a number 5. So transformation, changes, releasing, closing the door, and then here moving out of stagnation with the dust devil. Interesting. So something is going to be changing. You're in completion. I mean, look at this picture, how strong. Look at how bright this is. Almost looks like a fire. It's, woof, I will read it. And then you've got your dust devil, and here is your heart chakra. Here is your light following your heart, coming out of stagnation. You know, I mean, after pain, after broken heart, is really difficult at times, isn't it? You know, but you're manifesting something. That Chamber of Manifestation card flew. It flew. It was like it's happening. It's energy. It's so strong. And if you look at the picture, look at this energy up and coming down. Look at it. It's so strong. It's so straight. It's so aligned. And you're standing in alignment with this energy right now, which is why you're feeling it so strongly. Okay, so we're closing the door. We're coming out of stagnation. What else could you please tell us as guidance right now? And it's 5 and 15, 515, but 5-5, or it could be 5, which is May, or it could be the 5th. Okay, as I'm saying all of that, more come out. So we have got deep dive, diving into a task, 10. Again, new start, new beginning, diving deep into a task, coming out of stagnation. And it's funny how this is all dust and this is water. So this sort of idea of, you know, being in the desert, now you've got plenty of water following your emotion, following what it is that you are wanting. You know, it's a deep dive. It's going deep within. You know what you want now, because that was what the message was. Do you know what you want? Curiosity with the stranger. Fool's embrace. You're transmuting this pain. Very good. Moving out of your stagnation. And finally, the gestation period with Winter's Dream. It's time. Okay. It is time to move, to go forward. Stranger, curiosity. Time to replenish with the well. Time to replenish. So, yeah, deep dive, diving into your task. Time to replenish. You know, after winter, it's springtime. Time to replenish the empty well. Wow. All right, let's go to number 5 then and read up. Let's read up. So closing the door, endings, completion, your greater calling. When the closing door shows up, it's called to recognize an ending, to terminate a relationship, job, task, or situation that has been dragging on for far too long. Unlock the cage you've been trapped in and shut the door behind you. Stagnation. Okay, time to move. Be true to your heart's calling. Like I said, this dust devil, there's the heart chakra, the light, the guidance. Your heart is calling you. You're transmuting your pain now. You know how to do that. You don't need to stay in stagnation anymore. Muster the courage to say no more. Remember as well that no one else needs to be wrong in order for you to do what you've known you needed to do for a long time. If the door to a project or a relationship has been closed to you, stop knocking on it. You have tried that already and no one answered, at least not in the way you would have liked. Exactly. So isn't that funny how I sort of was talking about my little story, you know? And it didn't quite happen how I wanted it. I mean, of course, I did see my son and it happened, but it's interesting how you've got to sometimes say, well, take this as a gift, difficult and painful as it might be. Move on. Transmute that pain now. It's time. It is time. We're coming out of this gestation period. It's time to dive into a task. It's time to start new, to be fresh. Every door that shuts is an invitation to find another way, another path to your destination. Better to recognize this earlier rather than later. How many of us leave a relationship or job years after we knew it was time to move on? Yes, yes. Worn that t-shirt half a dozen times with jobs and with a marriage. And with my twin flame journey, you know. Stop wallowing in the pain and lingering on the reasons why things did not work. It is keeping you from your greater calling. Bow deeply before that closed doors. Give thanks to the lessons and set yourself free. There it is, freedom, diving into a task. Deep, deep dive. Set yourself free. Dust Devil 15. I think it just gives us exactly what we need. Trust the process. Embrace the chaos. Exactly. This, you know, it does feel a little bit like this energy right now. Dust in your eyes 1 minute and, you know, lots of emotions the next. This is what the energy is doing for us at the minute. The presence of the dust devil causes ruckus. Some people are afraid of his chaotic nature. The truth is you can't expect this dream ally to behave, to bring niceness, to be clean. His power is in the mess he creates as he calls for you to engage in the full cyclone of life. He represents two aspects to you now. The winds in your outer life appearing to throw you off course, where you assume the world is coming at or happening to you, and the winds that churn inside you with the dust devil arising from your dreamscape to help you escape your invisible change, shackling you to a barren desert. So stop asking for things to be perfect. Awkward, messy, conflicted, exuberant and wild is how you shift. Trust this process. The dust devil knows what you need and when you need it. Once things settle, you will see the gleaming jewels awaiting your discovery, the wisdom awaiting integration. Wow, that's incredible. And deep dive, embracing risk, new discoveries. The treasure has long been picked away, replaced by gentle certainty, and the shallow river is safety but no surprises. But that's not who's calling you now. The deep diver invites you to take the plunge with him. You can't see the bottom, but you must swim into the dark depths to find the mystery that eludes you now. He knows where the pearl lies underneath the ancient sands. You are called to look beyond the surface of things for your answer. Let your intuition propel you into the water, allowing your memories to swirl around you and your emotions to well up as you face the unknown. Your curiosity will be your greatest guide. And we have curiosity here. The next card. You'll surely discover something wondrous to bring back to everyone who is waiting by the shore. But only you will truly know the value of your discovery. Are you willing to do the work? Dive in. Make the commitment to see it through. And you'll be amazed. 53 and 8. Wow. 53. The other, moving past fear of differences, curiosity and acceptance. The stranger moves through the worlds in a shroud of darkness that often elicits fear, rejection and uncertainty, as the danger of the unknown defines his presence. Yes, there is a veil of separation between you. Look closer and summon the courage to remain open to what you might find. You may be conditioned to look only for what mirrors what is safe and known to you, refusing to entertain any concept of other beyond something to fear. In order to broaden your world and your experience of it, you must refute the illusion that sameness is the only way. Nothing you expect externally matches up with the other. And you're challenged by your own experience, but don't miss this opportunity for learning. Something extraordinary is being offered to you now if you remain curious and teachable. So allow the newness to develop you as you explore the possibilities. This is a departure from your expectations, but the stranger has come to invite you to dance to a new music, a new tempo, a new sensation that will add more dimension to you and what you create as a result. Now is the time to leave room for other points of view, other ways of seeing with humility and grace. This is a defining moment. Take the risk. Life is like a precious diamond with many facets, not just one. And 22, magic. The Fool's Embrace, transmuting pain, allowing life to love you. The experience of both land. The pain of life is sometimes unbearable, and when we're in it, we think that pain, that loss, that betrayal will always be woven throughout continuity of existence. We've kept hostage by the way we identify with the pain and what we make it mean. If we let it in, it becomes etched into us like a tattoo. No matter where on the spectrum of pain you find yourself now, whether it be a mild disappointment or searing loss, it's time to make peace with it. And I really feel like I did that with this situation, because this morning when I woke up, I was in a very different mindset. It was still painful not lying to go downstairs, and she wasn't there, but I do feel like much more settled and at peace today that she is not here, but I know she is with us. And it was funny because I was walking my brother's dog, and he sort of yesterday looked past me, and I'm sure she was there, and he sensed her, and he went charging down the path as if he was looking for her. But afterwards I thought he saw her, and he went to her. No matter where on the spectrum of pain you find yourself, whether it a mild disappointment or searing loss, it's time to make peace with it. Befriend it rather than resisting, running from it or judging it as bad or unfair or hostile. Can you see the gift that is here? Surrender to the Fool's Embrace, allowing the truth to envelop you in love and compassion. What if you could learn something amazing from this? What is truly yours will not pass you by. Something better and perfect for you is waiting elsewhere. If you could come to terms with the liberation and freedom inherent in loss, your broken heart might open you up to a greater sense of humanity and compassion. As in the narrative of a tarot, the Fool will be at the beginning of your life's adventure and at the end when you integrated all the wisdom you've accumulated along the journey. He will never let you down or lie to you. He will, however, teach you how to revel in both the beauty and desperation of life. Both and this and that will always be true. Wow. What did it say here about time? Time heals those who are willing to help themselves. So remember, the pearl can't be created without the gritty sand causing discomfort and acting as a catalyst in the oyster. Your pearl is discovered in radical acceptance that everything has value. All is well now and will be well. Remember that today, as you feel the Fool's embrace. And 22 is about harmony and balance, duality. That's so magic. These cards are already a bit magical on the table, aren't they? And then we have number 63, The Winter's Dream. It was one of my cards that came out. Gestation period, sanctuary, conscious awareness. The winter's dream is the summers to go within. Your life force longs to turn inward, look like the sap of trees returning to the roots. Cast your gaze towards the deep and hidden places in your heart. So deep diver, it's time. It's time to follow that heart, okay? Trust that the deeply buried seeds inside your soul, the ones you planted even before you were born, are stirring softly, ready to awaken with the spring. But do not try to rouse them early. Instead, surrender to the quiet of winter's dream. Winter's dream can lull you into a slumber where you can lose consciousness and become caught in a nightmare. Awaken, awaken. Find that easy return to wakefulness that brings you clarity. This is the time to set your priorities in order, yet not act on any of them. Allow the clarity and transparency that comes with winter's dream to permeate your heart and soul. The time for action will come later. Remember that all things are born of dreams, and your task is to wake up within the dream, to lucidly guide it to your chosen destination. So what are you manifesting? And finally, number 16 was the empty well, time to replenish. Nothing here, time to replenish, diminishing yourself for another. The empty well reveals there is nothing for you here. The well is dry, and the desert is encroaching on your once fertile garden. It is time to face this harsh reality and move on. Give gratitude and thanks for the abundance you've experienced, and let Spirit guide you to your next destination. This might mean saying goodbye to someone or something, or insisting on changing the rules of the game. Stop diminishing yourself for the sake of another. Making yourself small will not produce the results you want. There is a lack of reciprocity, of give and take. The empty well tells you that it is time to reclaim what is yours and return what does not belong to you. The shadows cast in your direction are not of your making. You do not need to react or respond to them, as they are not real. Simply shine your light upon them and see how it dispels them. These shadows are projections that you are confusing for reality. You may have been offered a shovel to help you dig yourself out of an uncomfortable situation, a bucket to drink from the well, but you cannot dig yourself out of this hole. And remember that there is no water to be found in that well. Receive the empty well as a gift. Do not exert your energy and waste your resources by repairing the walls or mending the ropes. Follow the watercourse way, the aquifers that run deep in the earth, and you will be led to a new spring oasis. You can find these underground streams, these rich natural resources, in the subterranean depths of your own heart. Very, very good. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful message. Oh, okay. And they want me to take this one as well. Okay. It is Netcaster. Preparations come to fruition. So it's walking away. It's kind of like, can you feel this energy? It is it is like, how can I say it? It's like letting go and getting ready to make your move. It's like this balance, this duality, this number 2, being curious again and opening up. But number 42 is the net caster, preparation. Confidence creates miracles. So this is where I feel like, and we've been talking about this energy, isn't it, you know? So preparations come to fruition, a surprise, a result beyond expectations. So the net caster arrives to tell you to stop praying for the fish. They have arrived, and it's time that you cast your net, lest they swim away. Remember, the idea of manifestation, just allow it. Don't go on to something else, otherwise you might miss this. But it has been so long since your prayers were answered that you've forgotten how to receive what is being offered to you. Put down the prayer beads and open your arms and your heart to rewards beyond measure. Cast your net. Take the next step that you have been planning for so long. Remember that the fish wait for no one, so time is of the essence. Heaven and earth are in perfect alignment for your victory. The stars are positioned for success. The only one who can spoil the perfection of the moment is you. If you ask, do I really deserve this? You will sabotage the magic and shatter the crystalline flawlessness of the now. The net caster can also arrive to bring you bad news, to tell you that you have been snared in someone's trap and must wriggle free. Right now it feels comfortable enough, even as the net begins to tighten around you. Do not wait until it is suffocating you before realizing you must escape and run for your life. It is still early enough to exit gracefully. Bide your time until all the conditions are right. Go to your place of stillness. Deep quiet, watch for the signs that a new opportunity has arrived. Right now you are patient because you feel that things will go your way. Learn to be patient with the people and situations that are more challenging. So, time to replenish. Letting go. As I said right in the very beginning, if you're still here and still watching, you know, this has been our discussion and our guidance for today. I'm going to ask our ethereal insights if we can get a little bit more guidance into, you know, what what is coming for us. Maybe giving us a little bit of, you know, something to look forward to. Give us some more guidance in our manifestation. What is this that is being prepared for us? Someone wants to make something official. You know, I mean, holding on to something or someone, it's about closing that door, letting go, getting out of stagnation, making sure that you're ready. You know this. You know this. And we had so much wonderful with the runes. We had so much. And this pink moon is about love. Love for you. Love for your life. Love for everything. You know, you don't need to be stuck anymore. Don't be stuck anymore. Don't be stuck anymore. Just allow this energy. Use it. Let's see with the ethereal insights what we will get. Are you kidding me? Oh my goodness me. Sorry, hold on. Honestly, that literally a whole bunch just flew. Right, can we please have some guidance, please, with these ethereal insights on what we can do? We're closing our door. Trust. Okay, thank you. That's all they want us to say. Believe. Put your faith in. Trust. Trust came out. What else? What is this on top of stranger curiosity? Wealth. We did have our luck in our runes. We did talk about wealth. But wealth, also the value, you know, of yourself. New income, building wealth, a financial focus. So something maybe that you've been curious about doing, you know. Coming out of the stagnancy can be really important to recognize. There's an energetic shift, that was on top of the winter's dream, the gestation period, and the deep diving into the task. There's an energetic shift. We know this. This is something that is definitely here. And we have got this lovely connection that came out on top of the netcaster. So let it come in. Let this wonderful connection come in. It's a soulmate. It's an emotional relationship. It's something that maybe that's what you're manifesting, calling in, wanting. As I said, it's the pink moon. So it's very important. Work for yourself. Develop an idea. Entrepreneur with this wealth. Okay. Connection. Anything here? Soulmate. Kindred spirit. Time heals. What are you manifesting? Time to replenish. Time to see someone new. Don't be distracted and looking in the opposite direction when he's standing right in front of you. That was my message just now. So maybe I've got somebody I'm not seeing because of the other, which is a dry well. Offer thoughtful gifts, gesture, attractive, beautiful. Look at this. So this connection they're going to make offer to you. They're going to, you know, maybe that's when you're going to see them. But think about it from the what we were sort of told, you know, see it and enjoy it and value the now. Don't look for something different. Words of affirmation. Showing care with words. Speak with love. This connection. Okay, this is what you, the net, it's here. The fish are here. Maybe it's someone's right in front of you and you just haven't seen it, my friend. Perhaps that's what it is. Beautiful, beautiful. So, I think that is all we're going to do today. I think that's a beautiful message. So, very, very clear. Very, very beautiful, clear message. Very strong. This energy is very powerful. Have your confidence, faith, trust, focus. Believe and trust in yourself. Time to deep dive. Time to go for it. Dive in. Go on. Dive in. And enjoy. Whoever's coming in, this kindred spirit is going to definitely be what you've been manifesting. The net caster. Preparations are coming to fruition. Words of affirmation and beautiful gifts. You deserve it. Take care. See you soon. Bye-bye.